Hi, I'm now going to talk about my P3 story, and it is a quite sad story. Anyways, even though it is a sad story, but I still need to confront it, right? And let's start from the beginning. So the beginning, I think it will be Shark Tank. And for Shark Tank, I have already experienced like 3 times already. And for the first time, because my group mate were she was not in school, so I have to do the Shark Tank by myself. And at that time, our topic was still fashion photography one, and that Shark Tank was I think it was okay, but I got like 3 out of 5. The question that grade 11 asked me, it was okay, and it gave me some confidence for my project. And however, for me, it was a really, not really, but it's kind of good beginning. But for the second Shark Tank, after my teammates back, and also there was another person joined us, like Joey. Like after we discussed, and we three going like into the second Shark Tank, and which was kind of a bad memory because we only got 2 out of 5 at that time. And as we decided to do photography, that we don't have a specific message to the world, and we don't know what's the purpose that we're doing the photography. So after that Shark Tank, could not answer the questions that teachers asked. So we only got 2 out of 5, and it was a really bad score. But so after that Shark Tank, that our ideas has been bedded down, and we could not actually came up with a new idea during a short time, right after the Shark Tank. So, and also at that time Joey left because he wanted to do something by himself. So actually we didn't really talk during that time, and also during every lunch we didn't really talk, and even sometimes we're kind of arguing with each other. So the atmosphere is kind of it was kind of awkward during that time. And there was one day, I think it's maybe 1 week after Shark Tank, and we still cannot came up with a new idea. But Rachel So, who suggested us to do something about Chinese history, and sure, suddenly our minds started to brainstorm and working. Is oh, we can do documentary. The light bulb is suddenly ding, aha moment. So we decided to do the documentary, which is about Chinese non-material culture heritage. And after that, we told Mrs. Stanhope that can we still do one more time Shark Tank, and she said yes, of course, if you have a concrete idea. So we told her our idea, and I think she's really satisfied with that at first, and she said, yeah, why not, just let's do it. And we got 4 out of 5 of that Shark Tank. It was pretty good, and it gave us a lot of confidence for the following things that we're going to do. So after the Shark Tank, and because we already decided what we're going to do and how many episodes we're gonna have, so we decided to film our first episode, which is Hong Kong herbal tea. And for this episode, the process was really good, went really okay, because when we go into the herbal tea shop to find the owner, he just said, of course you can came maybe next Friday. And he didn't really ask us more. He just said, oh yes, why not. We felt really good at that time, and we thought everybody, everyone maybe gonna react like this, but we think too simple. And after that episode, I think we still got 2 weeks before the spring break. So we decided to do another episode, which is about Chinese not Chinese, it's Weird Opera. So it's Cantonese opera. We have searched workshop. I mean, it's like a opera office online, and they got a lot of it in Hong Kong. And I have contacted. I didn't really contact it, but we went to office, which was in Yau Ma Tei. But when we were there, there's like nobody there, but like nobody, and literally nobody. Like I have knocked the door, but no one opened it. But when I searched out online, it said that they are working at during that time. I have to call them, and after I called them, they said you can first send us like emails. I said okay. So after I back, that was a Sunday. So after we went back, I sent them the first email on Monday in the morning, and they didn't reply me. So I sent another email on Tuesday, and they also did not really, they also ignored me. So I was like wondering, like, are they really like get the email or not? So I called them, and I said, "Oh, I'm the one who sent your email." And they said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I know who you are." And I said, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, really? Like, you know who I am?" So it's like, oh, they saw the email, but they didn't reply. And I asked them that I have already sent you 2 emails. I wonder, like, do you have time to accept our interview? And this like old lady said, "Oh, sorry, our actor don't have time." Okay, I said fine. How about the behind scene staff? They said, "Oh yeah, they don't have time too." I said just for maybe like 10 minutes or 20 minutes during the weekend, and she just, "No, we don't have time." The call ended. And I was really, after the call, I kinda like something is not like really empathy in my mind, because I was kind of helpless during that time, and we don't really have too much time. After I went back home, I thought if they don't have if they have saw my emails already, but why they did not reply me? And I was kind of irritated, and because I was truly want to interview them, but they just ignored me. It's like they thought we're just students and they cannot get any benefit from us, so they just ignored. No, I mean, like, if you don't want to accept my interview, you can just said, "Oh, sorry, just reply me, like reply email back to me, so I know that you don't have time." But they didn't, and I was sad, like really upset during that time. So after that, Emily and me decided to film during the spring break. So she went to Beijing and I went to Hangzhou, and it was also a good process. And because we didn't really met any accident during that time, because we did a lot of preparation, and I also prepared plan B, so that if an accident happen, it won't be like accident. It's just okay, I have already planned it. And also during that time, we already produced the first episodes. So for the first episode, we invited Rachel So and Simon So as our translator. I mean, they help us to do some translation work. And also for the narrator for episode 2 to episode 5, we invited Miss Grimes and Miss Spellman to help us to read the background information, because it both sounds more professional with the people who have the really standard accent. So yeah, we invited them to help us to do the narrator work. And also me and Emily and me, we're helping each other during that time as well, to get the suggestion from each other and advices for other things. So the after the email things happen, except the contacting work is kind of hard, because we have to find a lot of experts online, and it's not like everyone gonna answer us. It's you send email maybe to 10 people, or only half of them, or even maybe 2 or 3 of them gonna will reply you back. So it's kind of hard work, and we need to have pay our patience inside. So yes, and filming was easy. You can just film the process by using the different angle, and but the editing work is kind of hard because you have to put them together, and which was order, logical order, and you have to put the background music, put the audios, and a lot of things. But I think the beginning was hard because we have to get adapted to everything. But it's getting we're more feel a joy doing it, and it was pretty good process, and we actually learned a lot.